The Apparition of the Linga. The Shiva Purana relates the following story about the Linga. There is an immense cedar forest called Daruvana, where numerous hermits lived who were Shiva worshippers, meditating ceaselessly on the creator of the world. Thrice every day they performed the rites for the god's worship and sang hymns to his glory. One day, when the hermits had gone off into the forest to seek sacred herbs used in the rites, Shiva, in order to put their faith to test, manifested himself in a strange form. He appeared resplendent, entirely naked. His body was smeared with ash, with no other ornament. He stood there, holding his penis in his hand, and began to give an exhibition of obscene acts. Shiva had come to this place to show his benevolence toward the forest dwellers, his faithful followers. The hermits' wives were initially frightened, but to their surprise, many felt attracted and approached the god. Some tried to embrace him. Others seized his hands. They began to fight amongst themselves. At that moment, the sages returned. Seeing a nude man in such a shocking situation, they were scandalized and infuriated. Deceived by the power of illusion and blinded by their prejudice, they cried, "What is going on? What does this mean?" The naked sage made no reply. The hermits shouted terrible imprecations at the man-god. "You are behaving indecently. You have violated the rules of the Veda. May your sexual organ fall to the ground." As soon as they had pronounced these words, the penis of the divine envoy Shiva, with a splendid body, dropped to the ground. But it burned everything before it. Wherever it went, all was burned. It went down to hell. It climbed up to heaven. It ravaged the whole earth. Nothing was left anywhere. All the worlds and all beings were in distress. The hermits were terrified. Neither gods nor sages would any longer know peace or joy. The gods and hermits, who had been unable to recognize Shiva, were consternated. They gathered together and went to the maker of the world, the god Brahma, to implore his protection. After singing his praise, they recounted to the god what had happened. Brahma said to them, "Brahmans, how is it possible that you, who are sages, could make such mistakes? How can you condemn poor ignorant beings for their faults if you behave just like them? Who among you can hope for peace again after offending Shiva so badly? When someone refuses to honor an unforeseen guest who appears at the door at dinner time, all merits acquired through the austerities are transferred to the visitor, who leaves as a heritage the burden of his crimes. What will then happen if the visitor is Shiva himself? Until the god's penis is stabilized, nothing good will come to the three worlds. That is the truth. The gods must do their utmost so that the great goddess, the daughter of the mountains, Parvati, will take the form of a vagina and grasp the divine phallus. Having taken the form of a vagina, Parvati must form the pedestal on which the phallus will be installed and worshipped with chants, perfumes, sandalwood, flowers, incense, and other offerings.